Hello, my name is Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper, and I want to talk about internet trolls today. Not just the family members or friends who are always trying to mess with you, give you a hard time on Facebook. I'm talking about the kind that are a little bit more insidious, the ones that are that have a particular agenda to push a certain viewpoint, sow information, um, sow questions and systems and institutions. A colleague of mine highlighted this website, spotthetroll.org, where where there's a test where you can go through a couple social media accounts and you can try to figure out which ones are real and which ones appear to be something a little bit deeper than they appear. Anyway, like I said, Interactive Knowledge put this together, and let's just go through this quiz together. Like I said, trying to figure out what's an actual, legitimate, purposeful presentation of facts and what's something that was a bit more artificial in nature. Okay. Chloe Evans, or at Chloe Eve at 12, says she's a student, Atlanta, joined Facebook in 2014. And I should note, these are all these posts you're going to say actually come from are legitimate posts that were at one point posted on social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatnot. But just because that's where they're posted doesn't necessarily mean that they're true or that their origins are what they propose to be. But anyway, so picture of a dead horse with the caption, "This is all going to hell," hashtag dead horse. Posting posting of a page asking, "But who's responsible?" Obama, hashtag dead horse, hashtag chemical accident Louisiana. Additional quote saying, "Bravery is the capacity to behave properly, even when scared half to death. Omar and Bradley." Hashtag quote, hashtag true. Something you didn't know about me. I use to be a model. Another post. "Don't ask me what meaning of life is. You define it." Hashtag quote, hashtag truth. "Maturity is a bitter disappointment for which no remedy exists unless laughter could be said to remedy anything." Hashtag Kurt Vonnegut. So, is it a troll or is it legit? Pause if you want to. I'm going to keep going. I'll admit, I initially put this person down as legit when I filled out the test, but I should have put troll. Chloe is a Russian-made troll account. Hundreds of similar accounts were spotted as active between 2014 and 2015, appearing to be run by an automated effort through the Internet Research Agency based in St. Petersburg, Russia. The agency notes it's gotten much, much better at its job. Continuing on to the signs, hoax events. This Facebook post isn't from a legitimate Facebook page. They made it up. It was photoshopped to look real. If you'd go into the more in-depth analysis, they talk about how there are more than one stories during this area during this 2014-2015 area where they purported that there were similar fake stories that just had legitimate looking trappings, such as an outbreak of Ebola in Georgia and whatnot, or this pan explosion that killed horses and whatnot, chemical spill. Didn't really happen. Just because you see a screenshot with CNN, MSN, doesn't mean you shouldn't double check it on your own to make sure it's legit. Also notes profile images of an attractive woman. As it says, usually uses profile women in their 20s, a common tactic of internet charlatans to this day. Okay, case number 2, Harmony Anderson at Harmony Anders. This college girl who managed to stay conservative, hashtag pro-life, hashtag Second Amendment, hashtag America First. "This is my second account where I share my political and social views." Arkini, Iowa, joined September 2019. Her sharing a post in a video saying, "Pennsylvania voter rolls near Pittsburgh are full of inaccuracies. 1,583 dead people registered to vote, 7,500 flagged as duplicate voters, nearly 50 born in the 1800s, 2020 runs through Pennsylvania RT retweet for national voter ID now. US Trump 2020. Vote saying leaked. Democratic group teaches illegals how to vote. Another post. 22 million or even more illegals now in America, and the Dems want them to have full citizenship and voting rights. The Demo Rat Party has been getting illegal votes for a year because that's the only way Bloomberg or any Dem candidate can win. And then we have some retweets. Melania Trump at FLOTUS. Thank you, Sarvo Dea School, for welcoming me and with the lovely TLAC and RT tradition. Retweet James Wood. Yeah, why would Vogue ever want this to put this stunning, timeless, classic beauty on the cover when they have a linebacker in drag? What hypocrites they are. Hashtag FLOTUS is outstanding. If you didn't see the story previously, that's a reference to Michelle Obama being on the cover of Vogue. Another post by Harmony Anderson, this one posting somebody else's video. It's possible he's under the impression he's been running for the Senate this whole time. Quoting from the video, Joe Biden, my name is Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. If you don't like me, you can vote for the other Biden. Posting another video. I've heard this before, but it fascinates me that this was almost 30 years ago. He's been talking about it for years and only intensified, but Donald Trump is a true patriot. I'm so proud to call this man our leader. And I'm not going to play the clip for you, but the gist is that it's earlier to a clip from Trump saying that the most qualified people don't run for president, and that he himself would consider running and being a public service in the future. Anyway, troll or legit? Last time I put that down as troll, and I was right. This is another one attributed to the Russian Internet Research Agency, this time from March 2020. Company notes that they've worked to have this Twitter account suspended. Noting that Harmony poses as a person with strong political opinions and sets herself up in direct opposition to an extreme version of the people on the other side of the political divide. It says Harmony's goal is to make us more entrenched and disgusted with one another and make meaningful compromise difficult. Looking at some of the signs, it's not what's posted there, it's what isn't posted there. And that was actually the one that I was paying attention to before. It's just talking about politics, but there's no post about family, school or work, friends, pets, houseplants. Also, as part of connecting to community, you may not have original content, but you're retweeting stuff, or your especially prominent voices, like First Lady Melania Trump. Like I said, may include positive and uplifting content to gain credibility and connect with their target audiences. Okay. Christopher Warwick lives in Columbia City, Indiana. From Columbia City, Indiana. Okay. Share this violent or graphic photo everywhere and tell Zuckerberg such as it is. I mean, picture saying this is why you don't step on a flag. This is why you stand for the national anthem. This is why we don't erase history. If you are not a black, white, yellow, or brown, or you're not a black, white, yellow, or brown, you're an American. Start acting like it. From the Florida Four Warriors. So this is a photo of Chick-fil-A honoring fallen soldiers on Memorial Day. It's and saying it's triggering liberals across social media. Let's make it go viral 0 million times. Picture what appears to be selfie. This is how you have fun in a tractor. Reposting from the Greek Gateway. Pray for the world. May God bless everyone. Hashtag coronavirus. Then don't forget about this place for lunch. Particularly talking about the Columbia Locker, offering fresh meats and deli, and honestly a daily special that looks really good. On the post, I didn't say that the end would be signaled by trumpets. I said Trump Pence. With the post, makes you want to reread that passage again. And oh no, it's next door. Quick, everyone panic. Oh wait, everyone already is, thanks to the media, talking about the coronavirus. So, talking about first COVID-19 case confirmed in Northeast Indiana. So, troll or legit? I overcompensated this time. I originally said troll, but it is legit. Saying Chris is a real person. He is a kind husband and father living in Columbia City, Indiana. We can confirm because he's real, because we know him personally. looking for the signs. And I was so focused on the political post, I've overlooked the fact that he is sharing personal content about his family and community, such as the local lunch spot, or maybe you can remember that picture of him in the tractor. Also, he displays multidimensional views, not just one perspective. Most people, there's nuance. We're not uniformly all black and white. We're not all one way or another. Cartoon characters are, and that's how you can spot some of these trolls. Like I said, he's not constantly pushing out messages supporting extreme views. He said while some of his posts are right leaning, he also pokes fun at President Trump with this Trump Pence post. Okay, profile number 4. Power to women. Person says American feminist. She needed a hero, so that's what she became. And like I said, some of these posts, if this makes you angry, but you're okay with this, and it's not about the flag. Quote from Bernie Sanders, what Republicans are saying very loudly and clearly is that no woman in this country has the right to control her own body. I disagree. Then we have another Bernie quote, we are going to fight to pass the long overdue equal rights amendments. With the post, women's rights to control their bodies must be observed and respected. We need a leader who will end this toxic rhetoric that the government has the right to control our bodies. Bernie Sanders is just the one. I have so much respect for him, and I truly believe he's makes women's lives better. And a lot of hashtags, hashtag feminism, intersectional feminism, women's march, feminists, feminist aesthetic, Bernie Sanders, feel the burn, birth control, abortions, feminists for Bernie. Then Notre Dame coach calls for more women in positions of power, more hashtags. And today's episode of Massive Hypocrisy, every life is precious, referring to a baby in the womb. And not my problem, child. Hypocrisy at its finest. Then trying to throw in the punctuation in this recitation. Not a single woman was at the White House meeting on women's health. Asking what's going on with this country. Imagine dozens of women gathered to make decisions on men's health. Imagine men's reaction to this. However, none of them raised the question whether it's right for men to decide the issues or have no knowledge and understanding of this at all. Troll. Identified by Facebook, which owns Instagram, and October 19 as part of a network of 50 Instagram accounts they suspended, said by Facebook to be originating in Russia and showed links to the Internet Research Agency. Signs to look for: affinity group with no clear organizer, presents itself as a person, not a group. It's one of those things where saying this is likely because Instagram and Facebook users don't usually follow non-famous strangers, but do follow groups they like. And like I said, there's no specific contact or person that you can reach out to easily identifiable to running this group. Once again, for or against, taking advantage of followers' passion to encourage extreme polarization or suggest that compromise is not possible. Okay. Amy G, no bad vibes. Lists herself as a daughter, sister, proud Black American. I tend to get political. New York, joined January 2019. Okay, we have Republicans better hope the coronavirus isn't spread from kissing. Anyway, quoting from Michelle Obama, you don't have to say anything to the haters. You don't have to acknowledge them at all. You just have to wake up every morning and be the best you can. And usually that tends to shut them up. I'm quoting Trump on Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. We make America great again by voting this nightmare out of office. Hashtag Trump is a Russian asset. Hashtag Russian interference. American Injustice, Crystal Mason, Black Texas woman, accidentally voted while on probation, didn't know it was illegal, 5 years in prison. Roger Stone, rich white man, knowingly lied to Congress, tampered with witnesses, threatened a federal judge, only 3 years in prison. Is I going to jail? This 6-year-old was held at a mental health facility for 2 days, reportedly sedated without her mother's permission after allegedly having a tantrum at school. This is outrageous. She is 6. Then another quote, Republican logic, birth control, ban it, abortion, ban it, gay marriage, ban it, guns. Look, banning the things never works. People will always get them. Hashtag Seattle shooting, hashtag enough is enough. Now, when I wrote this, I put down troll, and I was right. Clicked the wrong thing. Like I said, Amy is a troll account, like the previous, or actually, I misstated my score before. Let me pause and rewind. I thought she was legit. Turns out that she was a troll. Um, and like I said, she's a troll account. Like, um, just because the troll's not just necessarily based on one bit or other. This is a left-leaning troll account that was identified back in March 2020. She pretends to be a left-leaning Black woman, a common tactic amongst trolls. Her strategy is to engage with the Black community and other left-leaning users, gain followers amongst those users, then use her influence to manipulate others' conversations and push particular political agendas. Signs of possible trolls: mimicking users who are part of a real and political focused online community. Particularly those engaged in those fake accounts may claim to be part of the Black Lives community, but it's just merely a front, and it's one thing it's referred to as digital blackface. And it's not just that. It could be LGBTQ plus activists, Korean pop stars. This is one called Fanning the Flames. Amy often frames real events and issues in a way that intensifies anger and division. And while some people may be doing that, you may be seeing some of the exact same posts from people who they see this stuff and they're retweeting itself. Some of the disinformation operations are just there to promote anger and distrust just by itself. Okay. Shinjira Kumanyika. Ketchat Tweetdown. He identifies as a scholar, journalist, and activist who works as an assistant professor at Rutgers University's Department of Journalism and Media Studies in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Joined in September 2019. Talking about, while the programs that keep us safe, jobs, schools, public defenders are being cut, police get a $14 million budget raise. At a time when police are killing Black people, that has to change. Watch the hashtag Philly police budget hearing on June 1st, testified to hashtag fund communities, hashtag defund the police. Another post, man forging a check to get groceries in a crisis, criminal. People damaging property to express justified rage, plus people taking property to survive equal looters. Corporations that starve economy through tax cut and $500 billion bailouts equal corporate heroes. And capture this picture, and just like that, blue lives didn't matter anymore. And reposting of Bernie Sanders. What a relief to see Joe Biden stands with, never mind. And on this May Day 2020, I stand with the workers at Amazon, Whole Foods, Instacart, and Target who are on strike. Essential workers are putting their lives on the line and deserve protection and hazard pay. The endless corporate greed has to end. Also another post, I had left track recording in Adobe Audition last night around 7 p.m. Just got to my computer right now. It was still recording. Wow. Reposting story on Brilliant Piece explaining why COVID-19 is disproportionately affecting Black women. Okay. This one was easier because I did a Google search. You may remember at the beginning, he listed himself as a member of a university. I plugged it in and knew that I could click legit with confidence because he is a real person. As his profile indicated, he is a scholar, journalist, and activist at Rutgers University. And this is something I felt proud of because I noted that this is identifiable information. This is something that I could independently check myself just with 3 seconds on Google. Noting that professional trolls avoid using identifying information that's easy to debunk. Local focus. While trolls often are talking about national, global news or trends, they're less likely to be posting something locally oriented, such as the specific budget hearing about the Philadelphia Police Department. Okay. Nevada blue line. Like I said, look at some of these pictures. Claiming to be a group of Nevada police officers, then blue line and Blue Lives Matter. Let's support our heroes in blue together, hashtag back to blue. No matter the patch, we are all family. And family sticks together. Police are the most mistreated people in America, but that's about to change. Picture of Trump with officers. Thank you to all the moms working patrol today. You have a warrior's heart and a mother's love. And law enforcement, we face what you fear. Saying police are need to keep us safe from the criminals among us and the horrors of the world around us. Without them, we would be vulnerable and helpless. They are needed, for without them, we are alone. Without police, everything would change. I support the men and women in blue, now and forever. Blue lives matter. Evil is powerless if good are unafraid. The society that makes war with police better learn to make friends with its criminals. And I don't always bite the bad guy. Just kidding. Yes, I do. Cute dog. Do you know that police dogs can and do bite with about 240 pounds of force or more? They are trained to contain potential threats, bite and hold, but they should release if a perpetrator stops resisting and fighting back. A lot of hashtags here. Thick blue line, blue lives matter, hold the line, back the blue, swole patrol, fit protrudy. We fight for you. We fight what you fear. We own the night. Relentless defender. Law enforcement. Thin blue line. Act of kindness. Above and beyond. Oath of honor. Officer safety. Lead by example. Sheepdog. Stay vigilant. Always trapped. A hero remembered never dies. Nevada police. Nevada. Police. Police of Nevada. U.S. police. And then hashtag police. Hashtag Nevada police. Hashtag Nevada. Hashtag K9. Troll. Correct. Once again, seems to be a part of a troll accounts originating in Russia, identified back in October 2019. Signing some of the things already. Disinformation attacks, multiple perspectives, and multiple conflicts. You're seeing a for us or against us worldview, polarizing, dividing. And one interesting thing I wasn't previously aware of, trolls often associate themselves with swing states to attract followers. But upon closer examination, there's not necessarily any connection to the state they need to be from. Yeah, there was the Nevada hashtag, but you didn't necessarily see anyone with a Nevada officer badge or patch to go with. Stuff to watch for. Okay, last profile. Okay, Mike Adams, known as the Health Ranger, is an outspoken consumer health advocate, lives in Austin, Texas, from Tucson, Arizona. Okay, this is sharing science news story. Major U.S. brands demand EPA take action to stop pre-harvest spraying of toxic glyphosate on food crops. And 5 vegetable sprouts good for your health. The geoengineering chemical of the future that has been dispersed by jet aircraft for decades, hashtag chemtrails. Story about pesticides, genetically modified organism, BPA, hormones. Note that this content is not available right now. And more than one post has content that for whatever reason it's been changed or it's been deleted or you just don't have access to it. And wheatgrass literally has the ability to turn gray hair back to its natural color from naturalnewsblogs.com. Okay. I thought this was a troll, but turns out it is correct. He is the founder and owner of the website Natural News. I should have Googled him like I did the Rutgers guy. His personal Facebook is a tool to push users to his website where they'll find sensational news stories, sometimes with a little truth to them, and things to watch for. And this I would have known if I would have clicked on the links, but he's using social media to promote tabloid-like stories from the website where he sells his products. And then content not available is a post to watch when it comes to determining trustworthiness, but they themselves don't necessarily prove that the account itself is fake. Anyway, just because I mistyped the 1, you got it. Talking about it, we got an 8 out of 8. I clicked 7 out of 8. Personally, I scored 6 out of 8, which notes that says you know more than when you first started. And that's what I hope you all who joined me for this were able to do and are able to do so with your own research. And just because a person got 8 out of 8 doesn't mean that they're not susceptible to the other ones. We need to pause, stop, think, double check, try to see if you can find the original source. Search for parallel sources. I often use the Google News search option to see, are there other similar headlines on this? Are other people reporting the same thing? And if it's this big prominent news, you should come up with other results. If you have very limited results and you only have maybe the one source that you're trying to double check, that's a red flag. A lot of these trolls are seeking to cause more division, more upshake, because that makes us as communities, as a nation, as individuals, weaker when we're divided, when we can't rely on friends and family, the others around us. Most of us are nuanced. We have a lot of varying, sometimes conflicting beliefs, and to try to move forward, have a dialogue, and find solutions, we have to be able to engage with each other. I've seen too much of everybody retreating to their two corners, their two sides lately, and that's just leaving things more messed up. I personally think we need more engagement, more honesty, more interaction with each other, even if we don't always agree. Anyway, this has been Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper. Wishing you a good day, safe tomorrow, and much success identifying and shirking, dodging, and ignoring the trolls. Bye.